everyone, it's Erica here with some super exciting news. I got sent these fantastic stamps by 3 Room Studio. That's my friend Sandy, who's the brains and the creativity behind them. She sent me all 3 stamp sets from the winter release. It's as you can see them in the little video here. They called Welcome Winter, Skate, Sleep, Repeat, and Let's Hygge. I am going to be making a card with the Let's Hygge stamp set, and I mean, obviously, that is me in that chair with the big bun and the coffee, you know, and the big socks. Totally me. Only thing missing is the chica on my lap. So anyway, I am going to be doing a 1-layer card today in the very clean and simple style that is Scandinavian. I mean, I am Swedish after all, which, comes out every now and again. So I'm going to be stinking up. No, I'm not going to be stinking up. Also, if you ask my husband, I do that all the time. I'm going to be stamping up the image with a Blackout Detail Ink from Ink on 3. This is Copic friendly, and the paper is Nina Solar White. I always use 110-pound cardstock to make sure that my card bases are really nice and sturdy. The coloring is actually done in a time lapse, and I'm using lots of blues because blue is my favorite color, and I'm kind of now thinking that I need to get a chair in that blue color. And I was kind of hoping to get a bit of a velvety look on the chair, because that's basically what I want. And obviously the sweater has to be done gray with lemons on it. And to finish off the card, I have cut out a mask, and I use Woodware's mask stencil papers. They're really good, these ones, because they actually I can reuse them several times without the sort of quality disappearing. And I have slowed down the time lapse a little bit here, because you will see that I've taken the time to kind of go in and make sure that everything is covered just like within the black lines, to make sure that the ink blending is going to be spot on, because it's so annoying when you take the mask off and you realize that, oh, there's a big white gap where you actually want color. And of course, whenever I'm doing ink blending these days, I always use my life-changing blender brushes from Picket Fence Studios. I honestly don't know what I did with before these. And the ink I'm using is the brand new Atelier Ink from Ink on 3. This one is a lovely lush yellow, and it's called Bee Sting Yellow. And what I've done, or what I almost always do when I want a really soft look with the ink blending, is that I get some ink on my brush, and then I just tap off a little bit of the excess on the lid so that I can use it again, rather than like tapping it off on my mat and then just wiping it away. I tap it off on my lid, and then I go back when I need just a tiny little bit. And the really brilliant thing with these brushes as well is that even when you think that you don't have any color left, there is usually some, so you can get that really soft, seamless blending. And now my favorite part of ink blending, the mask reveal. So we shall see if my efforts paid off, and I got the mask just perfect, and so far so good. I'm gonna toot my own horn a little bit here now, say yes, that is pretty perfect. Keeping with a clean and simple look, and not trying to add too much faff and muss to it, I am simply going to stamp up a couple of the sentiments in black ink in the top left corner. And my usual faffing, making sure that the sentiment is just straight and just right. And I do also use the grid pattern on the Misty Door to make sure that the stamps are actually right, because sometimes even when you think they are and you're like, yeah, trust my eyes, you close the door and you realize that wasn't so straight after all. So that is a great little tip, just for those times when you think, oh, I really cannot mess this up, because then it's not going to be a true flat lay card anymore. Flat lay card? 1-layer card. Flat lay is something completely different. Right. So stamping up, and again, I'm using the Blackout Detail Ink, and I do think I'm going to need to get a re-inker actually, because the images are requiring at least 2 stamps at the moment. So I think my ink pad is getting a little bit dry. But that is it. That is the card done. I resisted the urge of putting some like bling and sequins on it because I'm trying to fight my sequin addiction. But anyway, there you have it. That is the card done. I will link to the 3-room studio shops down below in the descriptions. Thank you again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this little video. See you soon again. Bye!